It's starting. Quick, gather around, everyone. Sunday Sharpe, do 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 do. Sunday Sharpe, do 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 do. Sunday Sharpe, do 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 do. Ah, hello, 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 hello. How the devil art thou? Hope everyone is fine and dandy this week. Dandy, not dandy, or dandruff, or dandare even. Evening, Aaron. I'm doing okay, thank you. Hope you two are. You are too. Oh, good. I'm speaking like Yoda already. Evening, Scott, and evening, Mystery Snail Guardian. Hello, hello. So, yeah, it's been one of them weeks. I've been a busy bunny. Yo, Anthony and Marriott, my lovely. How the devil are you? I hope we can turn that frown upside down. Hello, Dee Dee. Hello, Lisa. That's what I like, all the ladies turning up. Makes me feel good. Oh, had the second jab. Oh, dear. Yeah, I really should get mine done. I just keep forgetting. Jason Degenerate, how are you? Stevie P, 2003. No motherfucking seahorses around here. So, yeah, it's been a bit of a chaotic week this week. As some of you are aware, I may have had a couple tanks turn up this week. So, in order to go and get donuts for the kiddo. So, fist bumps to X-Man, Anthony, and big hugs to the lovely lady. So start of the week, I was like, right, okay, I've got to move the hi-fi out of the way so I can get one of the new tanks in there. And then it was like, right, well, I can do it, but then I'm going to have to move the DVD shelves out of the way so that I can actually lift the lid on the new tank. And then I made a bunch of mess doing that. And so I tidied that up, and then that bit was tidied in the rest of the lounge. So I had ended up basically doing an entire spring clean downstairs. Well, to Sharpe standards anyway. Oh, your own little one. Well, fist bump to your own little one then, Anthony. And yeah, congrats to Chris Marriott. I did put something on Facebook. I was just guessing, but I think I may have got the Norwegian correct on that one. Oh God, it's not good when I start commenting on stuff in Norwegian. Anyway, so yeah, movie, everything about. Expecting a couple of tanks and a few odd bits and pieces and a few fish. I'm not sure whether the guy wants his name out, so I won't say names, but thank you very much. Just in case he watches. And he basically turned up with a car boot full. There's a Fiesta, so not a huge boot, but with the seats down. I was like, oh crap. There's a lot more there than I thought there was. So I'll run you a quick rundown of what we got. So we'll wander around with the camera a little bit. So down there, nasty plastic tub has disappeared and been replaced with a larger actual tank now. So yay! So we have a 54-litre grow out tub for the placos now, with an air pump that's never been used. In here we have some black neons, a couple of rummy noses, and a pleco, a very old bristle nose pleco hiding up at the back behind the sponge filter. In there we have some plastic plants, and well, this is where I hope the guy isn't watching. There were a pair of opaline gourami in there as well, but they're not there anymore. Oh, and to keep Mystery Snail Guardians happy, we have the hot pink ram's horns, and we have snabies. So we now have baby ram's horns. The other new tank is just there. Huzzah. Yeah, I'm willing to show the entire camera off because I've tidied up and everything just isn't complete carnage at the moment. So the other tank is the 64-litre version of the 40-litre I already got, which is the one that's got the cories and the white clouds in. Who else has turned up? Oh, hang on. I got it right. Good. Hello, Shanna Banana. Oh, good. I've got all the blooming notifications coming up now. Too deep clean. I don't do cleaning very often. It's more a case of put the rubbish in the bin and then like shove everything else somewhere out of the way, which is why I managed to completely fill the wheelie bin this week. So what else did we get? So we had a Fluval 107 canister for the 64-litre tank. We got a couple of extra power filters, a couple of extra air pumps, heaters, spare filter, plastic plants, some bunch of gravel, yeah, resin castles, all that kind of stuff. Well, I stuck the plastic plants in there because that's where the gouramis were, and I figured I'd give them plenty of hidey space because apparently they don't like each other. But they're not here anymore. I had a trip to the LFS today. I actually remembered to take the video camera, so possibly this week's video might well be part one of the store tour of my local, which I think is going to be a 4-part video. Yeah, now I just need a new rack. Well, yeah, it's just where to put it. That's the problem. I'd have to get rid of the coffee table as well. You have no choice. A hairy dog drops coat all year round. Yeah, well, yeah, I do the same. I shed. Oh, heck, I was repainting the stand that the 64 litres on. And I know it's not, but we're calling it a 20-gallon just to make life easier for everyone. You know me and stocking. If it'll go in a 20-gallon, it'll go in a 17. So yeah, I was repainting the sand, and yeah, that's probably got more Wookiee fur on it than paint at the moment. Tip: when you're furry and balding, wear stuff when you paint stuff, because otherwise you leave fur all over it. Dust prone house and the cat constantly yeah. And oh, hello, only Oscars. I don't think I missed anyone else. If I have, I apologise and say hello now. So yeah, that was quite an eventful week. And then getting all that sorted, figured out, gone through, tidied. Because that is the thing. I just finished completely tidying up, and then I had all that turn up, and it looked like a complete bomb had gone off again, which was kind of annoying. So I had to tidy it all up again. But hey, we got cool stuff now. And J Rock and Patty, how the devil art thou? Vi. Vine, yeah, Vine being the correct one there. So there's that. Mary went out to what would be her local fish store and had a bit of a look around and see what they had. Some rather cool things. Something I may well be forced to go and get. We'll talk about that a bit later. And she picked up some new foods, which I've not tried. Good gorilla arms. You can stretch and pick something up 4 feet away. So we have what make? The NT Labs Pro F. So I got the Nano Tropical, which is a 0.8mm pellet for nano fish. And we have the NT Labs Micro Crumb Fry Food, which is another thing we need plenty of at the moment. So oh yay, more baby fish. So in addition to the snabies, there are now 64 molly fry in with the 100 and something plecos in that breeder box. We got another one that looks fit to burst, and one. I say there are 3 females, 2 of which have laid or dropped fry, I would assume, unless they decided to one split drop between 2 days. But 2 of them are still looking very pregnant. So yeah, we could end up with another 100 odd. Love Sharpe vacuum must with 10 plus cats. With 10 plus cats, I would probably just wrap my feet in tape and just walk around and pick all the fur up on the tape. That's probably easier. Fortunately, Zach, oh no, he's hidden. He's hidden behind fish food. The floof moss is, the black fur didn't show up and the white fur was just in big patches, so it was easy to pick it up. Oh, pardon me, fire in the hole. So then today we went out. I was to go to the OFS, take some bits in. And take a video, but we didn't actually purchase anything. Then we went. It was procrastinating is definitely doing stuff. You're procrastinating. That's what you're doing. I procrastinate a lot. Hook up the FX6 for water change and cleaning. Far as I'm aware, switch it off, do your water change, then turn off the taps on the FX6, pop the lid, pull the sponges, swish them out in the old tank water, put it all back together, shut it up, turn it on. As far as I'm aware, anyway. Not that I know. I haven't really done much yet, canister wise. So that's heavy. So anyway, with the bigger tank, the Lovefish 64, the 20 gallon, the light had it. So it was like, oh, bugger. And they're only pretty much available from Pets at Home. So we went to Pets at Home. Thankfully, they had a light out the back. I'm guessing it's something that goes wrong fairly regularly, so make sure they have a couple of spares in stock. So we got that sorted. And thankfully, that was only £14 for a new light for that. So that's a result. And from there, we decided, well, as it's on the way back, we'd stop off at the garden centre and look through their fishies. Yeah. Nothing that really jumped out. I mean, they did have some very nice Julie Corys that was £6 each, but I didn't really have anywhere to put them, so we've left them for now. But we did get 10 kilo bag of black sand for, oh geez, which is £23 in American, for substrate in the new tank, because I've got about maybe a kilo of it left. I've got 1, 2, 5, or 3 water pigs. Now, as long as they're water pigs, not lake pigs, because lake pigs are carp. So we got that. So that'll be getting sorted, and then I will cycle both those new tanks. Come on, you know me. That means fish are going in them. Don't get the one with the extra front roller. Yep. And hello, Melvin. How are you, sir? Hope all is well. As I say, so yeah, we got the first video done. I took a couple of pictures which I will put on probably 1 or 2 Facebook groups just to freak people out. So I'm pretty sure people don't believe me when I say my LFS sells caiman crocodiles. The bigger ones were hiding up, but one of the smaller ones was out and about, so I've got a couple of pictures of it. Yeah, and the giant tortoises as well. I didn't take pictures, but that'll be part 3 of this door tour. Oh no, what's happened, Melvin? Oh, pardon me. I got sad news. I got wind. Perhaps I shouldn't have had egg for breakfast. So yeah, I think we're about caught up. And then anyone who watched my video of the haunted church at Tivitshall St Mary, you may remember I mentioned another YouTube channel, Haunted Earth, Chris Holston, who had done a video on the place. Well, he's quite a big channel, you know, compared to little old me. I was very surprised. I got a comment on my video from him. So, look. Ooh. It was a nice surprise. So I've had some good karma this week. So yay! Doesn't happen very often. Normally, if it weren't for bad luck, I'd have no luck. But I'm not moaning this week. Where were we? Well, I got completely confused and thrown and lost. Snavy. Ah, yes. So I've been doing a lot of thinking. Oh, thank you, Marriott. And I'm going to upset people because, you know, that's what I do. I'm good at it. In the new tank, we're going to have, I'm probably going to put the old girl, she's in that one, isn't she? The old girl bristle nose in there. Apparently she's 12 years old, so yeah. Either she's going to go in there or she's going to go and live in the tank down there. So that'll either mean, well, let's be honest, I'm probably going to go with something new. What I'm thinking is a small school of Corys in the bottom, perhaps half a dozen or so. Then the pair of dwarf cichlids to breed. Still not sure whether to go for something in an apisto or oscillated crib, or maybe a brachadi, something like that. And if I go with apistos, I can go for a trio. It should be big enough for two female apistos to get away from each other. And then at the moment I'm thinking some Limia perugii for sort of more open, swimmy areas. And then probably again, if I don't put big mama pleco in there, then it'll be a pair of maybe not bristle noses, maybe something slightly different. But we shall see. Evening, Danny boy, Fishy Morn, and lovely Leah. Hope all is well. So, yeah, that's pretty much the plan. I mean, when it comes for decor, I've got a big chunk of wood up there somewhere. I've got a few chunks of wood up there now. A couple of caves, hidey holes. I should be able to theft some plants from other tanks. That's no oscillated cribs make you dizzy if they're spinning around. Oh dear. Oscillated, not oscillated, Daniel. God damn. Pelvicochromis oscillatus. They're basically cribs, but funkier colours. And you know what I'm like with cribs, so yeah, they'll just keep turning up randomly from everywhere. Oh, I've definitely got wind. So yeah, completely. Yeah, I think that's pretty much what I've done this week. So yeah, water changes, fill tanks. So my next interesting thing will be setting up my first canister filter. Now, I've already done what what any sensible person should do. I opened it up, had a look in it. There was, for some reason, there were some bags of what looked like bits of broken ceramic, so I'll chuck them out. It's going to be fairly heavy. It doesn't need weighing down with that. Oh. It's done talking to all in tanks. Tiffany Rose told me hard decision, make it best for them. Selling the tanks and stands. Oh, that's a shame. But I'll say if they're getting rid of their ones, then hopefully someone else will be able to enjoy them. You guys fighting again? I see you in the camera. So yeah, basically that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to just run the canister as water running through sponges, because the way I see it, why put biomedia in there when bacteria is just as happy on a piece of sponge? And said piece of sponge also does mechanical filtration. It's kind of like having an air stone when you could have a sponge filter. You get the same air bubbles coming up, but you also get extra filtration. But yeah, I'll say that is how I came into these two new tanks. It was my, I'll say friend, former co-worker, boss, is moving and getting out of the hobby. Tip running canisters, don't do it, only end in tears. Well, I got one, and at least I didn't have to pay for it, Dan. So, you know, I know what happened. There'll be that. I'll be all careful and sensible and careful and sensible. And then there'll be that one time I'll forget to unplug it when I lift the lid off and water will just spray everywhere. But yeah, I won't be doing the leaving it 6 months and then going, it's time to clean my canister. I'll probably do it every couple of weeks, maybe every week or two, see what happens. Yeah, so I'm only using it because I got it. And and it adds a couple of litres to the capacity. But yeah, I would also say worth playing for the experience. I mean, yeah, there's best to test it outside of a couple of big. Well, the thing is, I know it was running up until Thursday because the guy's tank was still up and running with the fish in it with that filter. So I know the filter works okay. And there won't be any fish going in to that tank for at least the rest of this week. So got an itch. Must have fleas. It's all that times. It's spending like 20 minutes in pets at home. Every time I do, I come home itching. That's where I'm picking up fleas off of dogs. Okay. Means you get to fuss a dog, which is always good. Have some doggo fun. Even if in this case the dog was probably smaller than the rabbits were. But I say, well, I'm a daredevil here. I'll see what happens. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to turn the flow down anyway. So it's one of those things that I'm damn sure they have too much water going through them. So I'll pretty much be running it as slow as it will go. And I'm going to need to get some kind of intake filter as well on it. Because if I'm going to have fry in that tank, that intake on that is rather open. So I don't know whether to go for just a sponge that just jams over the intake, or let's go posh and get one of the stainless steel ones. I think, given the fact that they're about the same price for 2 stainless steel ones or 10 foam ones, I'll probably go foam. How come no one ever sees it? Dan, you've seen ghost knives, right? Black ghost knife? Yeah. That's a dead black knife fish. See? Ghost koi is a dead koi. Hello, lovely Priscilla. Well, see, adult wines, Dan. Mine might be a bit shot, and memory might be bad, and sense of humour might be weird, but there's still something sharp in there. Clean the canister filters every 2 months. Yeah, I'm not going to. Because to me, I don't want the bacteria living in the filter. I want the bacteria living in the tank, in the substrate, and on the plants, and on the decor. Because then, when I do need to change stuff in the filter, like the sponges get mullered or fine floss is gum solid, it means I can just pull it out and chuck it in the bin, put a new one in, and just forget about it. Or just put a new filter in, it doesn't make a difference. See, I get these segues happen. I mean, there's no conscious thought involved, Dan. It just happens. Oh, jeez. I'm glad you put out Swiss Aquatics at the end of that, Anthony, because otherwise I was getting worried. Yeah, as I say, life has to go on. You have to do what you have to do. And see, the sponges are the filter media. All that other stuff is just stuff to get you to buy stuff. Bacteria is just as happy on a bit of sponge as it is on a specially created, perfectly shaped piece of ceramic or glass slag. So yeah, I've literally thrown it in the bin, as it's completely useless to me anyway. Other people swear by it, I swear at it. And literally all these 13 tanks that are running at the moment, there's nothing more than a sponge or filter floss in them. That's all there is. Okay, the little box filter down the back there, those bubbles are coming up from, that needs clean out. That's why it's getting noisy. That's got some gravel in the bottom just to weight it down, to stop it floating. Other than that, that's it. Yeah, there's more than one way to keep fish, exactly. And you know, I'm not knocking anyone at all here, so please don't anyone take it that way. But it's the same with any hobby. I mean, let's say you can only have one tank. Well, you got a hobby. You want to do the hobby. You want to spend money in the hobby. So you buy stuff for the tank. So you buy more expensive filters. You buy more expensive media. You buy better lights, better this. You know. There's a bacteria you really, really want to try that someone you know has. Oh no, what have you got, Priscilla? oh man, I can't. My mind is going to custard jokes, but no, I can't. I can't do that. Not live, not on my own stream. Someone else's stream, I would. What's the worst out? I can get chucked out. But yeah, as I say, it's like any hobby is you want to spend money and time doing a hobby. So if you get to a point where you've got all the tanks you can have, you've got all the fish, you've got all you've got you can spend money on is basically gadgetry type stuff. That's what you do, and that's why these things exist. You know, if you can grow 90% of plants with the Nicrew, or you know whatever standard light comes with the tank, why do so many people buy Fluval 3.0s? Because they can. I mean, they're just bog standard entry level Nicrews on those, and they're turned down to minimum. That's as dull as they get. Oh no, at least I'd buy a new phone, so it wasn't a fish tank. Haven't they figured out that gadget yet? They seem to have attached everything else. You know, you see the ones like that come up advertised on Wish, where it's some tiny little fish tank that you might be able to keep a shrimp or a snail in. I'm not even a mystery snail, it's not a ram's horn or a nerite. Pardon me. But it's got an attached alarm clock. What? Right, you know, you get those kind of things. I was thinking, well, why not? Because back in the 80s, we had Teasmades, which basically was an alarm clock with a tea maker attached to it, or coffee maker, whichever way you want to put in it. Well, why not have one of them? Because then you can use the heater for the tea or the coffee to heat the tank as well. Copyright that idea now. just in case someone from Wish is listening, because you know what's going to happen. New phone is doing a silly predictive text. Apparently, you poured Jay's fluid over French. Yeah, I can quite understand someone pouring Jay's fluid over French. Yeah, that seems a perfectly legitimate thing to do to me. What? Yeah. Yes. Well, hopefully it only lasts a day or two, Aaron, and it sorts itself out. It could well be weather related because there's been some mildly moist conditions around here today. Anyway, yeah. First thing I'd do with any new device, figure out how to turn off bloody predictive text. Because I've yet to see one that actually understands English. Although for some reason, whenever I try typing lockdown, my tablet switches it to lick down. Oh no! I type lockdown, had to go back and delete and change it to lock because it goes straight to lick. I don't know. Not budget. No way spending. Yeah, I mean, my phone is a Samsung. Yeah, it was whatever came with the cheapest contract from EE at the time. Yeah. I have a computer, so I don't need my phone to be a computer. I have a tablet, so I don't need my phone to be a tablet. And I said, I'm not getting anything turning up this end. It normally would say, or yeah, my router's still fine. So I'm guessing it's weather related at the moment. Because whilst we were down in Thetford, it threw it down big time. To the fact that coming back on the when we're coming back on the A11, which is a dual carriageway, or let's go with the 4-lane freeway for the Americans, it was 30 mile an hour, felt fast. Wipers on crazy wipe speed, and you could see the lights of the cars in front, but you couldn't see the road or what was beside the road. It was like 2:30 in the afternoon, and you couldn't see a thing. It was absolutely throwing it down and flooding. Yeah. There were places flooding within minutes of it starting to rain. So I'm not surprised the internet's playing silly buggers some places today. Thankfully, it's all gone through. I say thankfully, I enjoy rain. No one mocking budget phones. I would say mine is whatever the cheapest contract was with EE that wasn't Apple. It's Samsung something or other. I don't know. It lets me do phone calls and texts. That's all I need from a phone, but it'll also do all the other crap that you don't really need a phone for. Now, while we were out in the rain, my phone pinged, so I looked at it, just in case it was Nadine or Adam or something, and it was warning me about the weather. Weather warning due to rain. Yeah, no, Sherlock, I'm in it. Oh, alert, cats want to play mouse. You go, yes, you got to play with your cats. Playing with kitties is far more important than some weird Englishman's live stream. Yeah, mine's a Samsung A or something. But yeah, most of the time my phone stays at home anyway. I mean, it's sat on the armchair right now. Most of the time I don't even bother taking it out if I go out. Because reasons I take my phone out is if I'm going to be out for quite a while, or if I'm going to a fish shop. And it's only if I'm going to be out for quite a while is just so that I can contact if I need to, or if I'm going to a fish shop, it's so I can quickly Google something if I'm not sure what it is. If I go, oh, that's pretty, me want, I can then go tick, 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 tick. No, I don't want them. And if I manage to not buy them then, if it's something I then come home and watch some videos on YouTube for seeing all the stuff. And is out all times in all weathers, yeah. Probably doesn't wear a waterproof coat either, I'm guessing. And keep the phone in an inside pocket in a waterproof coat. You see, us old farts who've had to buy these things over the years, make sure we don't get electronic gadgets wet at all. It's in a CEX bag. And yes, that is actually pronounced a sex bag. Really bad name for a shop that sells second-hand electronics. Well, and games and DVDs. I'd rather walk around with a Lidl's bag. Yeah, that's why I call it CEX. It's computer. I think it was originally a computer exchange, and then they got jazzy and shortened it. Evening, Mike. How goes it? Hello, Muppets. So yeah, one of those ones where they change the name of something or name something really without thinking about it. It's like the resin that's used in 3D resin printers is called FEP. And every time I see it, my brain reads it as FAP. I just hope they don't do the cleaner and call it FEP off. Can't recycle. Then when you sell them. Yeah. Yes. That's all those places. Aaron, there's the markup is, well, the margins are so small that I worked out that if I wanted to take, oh, you can do it, Marek. You know, I'm at the other end of the phone if you need me. And you can send me pictures of pretty fishes as well, which is always good. Yeah, I'll say I worked it out that if I was going to take some DVDs for example, in to just trade in for cash, because of the bus fare to get to Norwich and back, the first 50 DVDs I wouldn't get a penny for. They would be paying for the bus ticket. So it's like I'd have to take over 100 DVDs to make it worth my while. Oh, look out, people. Muppets getting their fingers wet. That's normally a Marek thing to do, get fingers wet. Yeah, that's about right. No, actually, that is pretty nasty on there. I mean, back in the day when I used to sell stuff back to Game, you'd probably get about the same amount of money, but then they would sell it for half retail, so 25 quid. If you're going to go get cigs or vape. Ham, that depends. It's one of those where how late is the place you can get your cigs from open? This is why I went out this morning and got extra baccy. Just in case I ran out later, you know, like now. But then I wouldn't have to go out after my stream and get more. Evening, Kenny Ken. How the devil are you, sir? Good to see you. Yeah, second-hand shops. Yeah, I'm not saying you get ripped off. Yeah, it's only 12:45. Yeah, you're right for a few hours. I won't get upset if you go and get ciggies. Okay, Mike. You know, I'm not gonna get upset if someone leaves the stream to go get cigarettes. I'm also good, Kenny. Hope things are working their way upwards for you and Danny lately. You've had it hard the last few months, or this year, really. You deserve an uptick. I mean, I've had my uptick this week in that I got a bunch of free cool stuff. 2 free new tanks. My first canister filter free. Some fish and lots of other bits and pieces and stuffs. And then I even got the same guy, then went round to visit his mother-in-law, found she had an empty tank in the shed. And he was like, do you want this one? I was like, yeah, sorry, I've got no more space. There was someone else turned up. There was someone that I think I'm supposed to ignore. Ricky! And J Rock as well, if I didn't say hello earlier, sorry. I'm old and crap. Now, the other thing I wanted to have a bit of an natter about, I don't know how many people here, I know Dan did, and I think Merritt did, watch my video on Friday. Why are we scared of ghosts? I mean, I couldn't resist the clickbait title of I ain't afraid of no ghost. No points for guessing the movie reference. That was just blatant. But I wondered if anyone had come to any thoughts of their own about perhaps if you're scared of ghosts or the paranormal or the unknown or whatever you want to call it. Different people call it different things and think of it in different ways, but if you're scared of it or afraid, whatever you want to call it, maybe why? Do you have a good? I'm not saying any reason is a bad reason, but do you know why you might be scared? Because that's what I was hoping to address with my video. Is because I've noticed a lot of people are scared. And there's so little that I've encountered in that realm that to me is scary. But then I encountered it from a very young age. So I've grown up with it. I'm used to it. It's just kind of, oh, hello. I think the shop I worked at had a ghost. I saw it was a proper apparition-y one as well. I saw it a couple of times. It didn't bother me. The only thing Daniel's scared of is donuts running out and seagulls. Dan's also scared of seagulls, people. It's open-one-handed, not for the usual reason. So you've not got your mouse in your left hand then, Aaron. That's good to know. Ah, Ricky's moving into a house that's haunted. Cool. Hey, video content, Ricky. Only advice I kind of have: don't upset, antagonize. Don't treat it like you would a person, right? It's your great grandma or whatever. If they're making noises, if they're showing themselves or whatever, say hello. Yeah, just treat them as you'd treat a person, respectfully. Most of the time, just acknowledge that they're there, and then just go about your business. You're not scared of seagulls, just ninja ones that sneak attack from behind. I think Dan would have been less upset if he lost his chips. It took quite a chunk out the back of your skull, didn't it? We got James at Fish Room Fever getting chunks bitten it out of him by piranha. You've got Ed doing his best to mangle himself on live stream while doing his crafts. And then you got Dan getting attacked by sneaky seagulls. Over the last 150 years, about 40 people have died in the house. Yeah, no, you won't get lonely, Ricky. That's for sure. But yeah, just be open, accept. Unless something negative starts happening or malevolent, just live with. So much easier than trying to fight. Blessings and what have you work for a while, but they don't get rid of things. And if anything, they come back more and more pissed off every time. So, just, that's the same. And if you're doing anything, I mean, I notice this week, having to move around, having to move 3 DVD shelves up here and hi-fi stands and new tanks and what have you. I noticed Shadow was getting a bit. Yeah, Shadow weren't too happy, and Zach weren't either. So I took time to literally sound like a lunatic, talk to them. Obviously, nothing here to see, and yeah, that would be a bit scary, Marriott. Yeah, and I can imagine you would scream quite loud. Where was I going? Where was I? I've lost myself again. Yeah, just be cool. Just accept them. Yeah, so I just explained to Shadow and Zach what was going on. So I'm just moving these shelves, moving this. There's another fish tank going in. Don't panic. It's all going to calm down again. By the weekend, everything will be back to normal. And everything went back calm again. The stomping around upstairs stopped. The airlines stopped getting pulled out of the air pumps every day. And then Friday night, once it all been done and sorted, Zach came and slept with me again. So I know it's all back and good. Let's cut the last video short because the security guard wasn't happy. This is why you should always ask permission first, Dan. Do we have resealable monster cans? Yes, we do. The Mega Monsters, the 553s, are the resealable ones. Although quite why they need to be resealable because I drink them all in one go anyway. Surprisingly, I've not gone through much of that. There's another hour of stream left yet, though, so you never know. There we go. I'd have said no, you just winged it. Oh dear. Yeah, you weren't in Pets at Home by any chance, were you, Dan? I mean, I suppose if you know how to do the old editing thingy and the voiceover, then you can probably sneak your phone and then do the voiceover up Tesco. How are you doing? What can we buy for fish from Tesco? Because that's another one I've been thinking of. Although I was more likely to go Poundland, given the current budget. That's what I can understand now. If that's your first experience, and yeah, that's gonna scare you. I say if you were to visit here, you'd probably get a head rub on the leg from Zach, and that's not remotely scary. Shadow might even make their presence felt. And Shadow's about as unscary a ghost as you can get. No, Zach's actually scarier because he does nip my toes if my feet are in the wrong place in bed. Supermarket trolley change. See if I got a whole trolley with aquarium accessories. Well, you missed the trick, Dan. That one's fairly easy. You just go to a Lidl one. They got the fish tanks in. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would say my local. We haven't got a local Tesco, but the local Sainsbury's is really bad. It's got like Sainsbury's flake food, aquarium flake food, and then the 14-day holiday blocks. That's about it. Hi Ian, how you doing? Hope all going good, bruv. Oh dear, bruv. Yeah, wrong part of the country. Even originally, I'm from north of there. Well, northwest. Yeah, I mean, the things you can just grab out of a supermarket that you can use in the aquarium are, the list goes on. So you've got, I mean, even without getting especially creative, sieve, turkey basters, sweet corn forks, the net bags that you can get to put fruit in now. They make great filter type bags. Measuring jugs. Flatware or cutlery. Holding down chunks of cucumber or courgette or zucchini. Depending on the time of year, terracotta plant pots. All these sort of things you can find in the supermarket that are useful. Everyone's on their radios and you're getting followed. And then you went through the till and they were like, oh, chiclet food, shrimp and prawns, yeah. I used to get that for fishing bait, so, same reasons really. Live fish like to eat them. It's just whether you put the hook in it or not. You just got to remember that if it's in the summer and you're using prawns as bait or shrimp, after a couple of hours, don't stick your hand in and go home. That's going to be an interesting drive or ride home. You're going to be wanting to be sitting on a plastic bag, let's put it that way. Yeah, whenever I went fishing, I never took bait that was edible for me. Had to put it all back since you So you've gone round, taking everything off the shelves while videoing it, got followed, then gone round putting everything back. Yeah, I'd leave it a while before you go back in there, Dan, or wear a hat or something. Yeah, use cut bait, wash your hands. The problem we got over here is, I guess you probably have it in the States as well. There's a certain disease called Weil's disease, spelled with a W, W-E-I-L-S, which is passed by rat urine. So I'm definitely going to check that. Stick a link up, Dan, so everyone else can watch it as well. Yeah. So literally washing your hands in the lake lake around here or river is probably actually worse for you than not washing your hands. The closest I normally got to washing my hands was wiping them down my legs and my trousers. Other reason, I didn't take food with me. That's why I didn't take bait that I would eat. I didn't take food either. Drink. You see, I've got no sense of smell. So don't bother me. When you've been using like a red ground bait, I don't actually know if they use ground bait in America. You're probably thinking something completely different. It's a cereal based thing. Because most of the fish we fish for aren't predatory. So you put the cereal based bait in there, smells, flavors in the water. Fish come investigate. You throw some loose feed onto the top of that. So say you're fishing with sweet corn on the hook, you throw a couple of handfuls of sweet corn, occasionally top it up with a pinch, and you fish that over the top and it draws all the fish in. But yeah. Floating pellets. Yeah, I mean, I used to take floating dog biscuits with me. Any day that is relatively still. Right, okay, it's fairly still. Get the old catapult out. A couple of dog biscuits over near the island or by the overhanging bushes the other side of the lake. Just see if anything comes up and takes them. Because catching carp off the surface is great fun. And if you do it properly, it's really quite easy as well. And yeah, so floating pedigree chum mixers, dog biscuits, great carp bait. So on a hair rig with a relatively small, strong hook, using a controller float on a fixed length, and you flip it out, cast it out, right place, sink the line, and then there are two ways of doing it. You can either sit there and watch for when a carp comes up and takes the dog biscuit, and you then strike into it, or you sit there, you watch the carp come up and take the dog biscuit, swim down, the line goes tight to the controller float, and that hooks the carp, and you pick the rod up, or you just catch the back end of the rod as it gets pulled off the rests if you're not paying attention. In New England, then, yeah, hydrogen peroxide will get the fishy smell off. Yeah, I'm old school fisherman. I used to come home stinking and covered in slime and God knows what. I used to hate catching bream because of the amount of snotty, slimy nastiness they put on everything. Now, people go on about slime coats, but you haven't seen a slime coat until you've caught a common British bronze bream. Those things are evil. Amber, how are you, my lovely Ewok? hope you're gradually getting more and more settled in and not freaking out the Florida natives too much. And I hope the kitties are all doing well as well. And you as well. I hope you're healthy. As healthy as can be expected. And big Wookiee hug as well. There's always Wookiee hugs for Amber. Oh yeah, and still not sponsored. I've been half tempted just to say to Mickey when I'm doing a video and it's is this a paid for product endorsement, whatever, click yes and put Monster. Just to see how many people freak out. Contains paid product placement or something that comes up with at the start of the, or contains paid promotion. It comes up with at the start of the videos then. Dealing with BS today, don't offer to keep your exes fishing. Well, in that case, Amber, I'd say they're your fish. Yeah, he did what he did. He left you in the lurch, in a big hole, physically and emotionally, and everythingly. I'd say some little blue tetras are well worth. So yeah, I can understand you being a very annoyed and angry lady. We don't want to see annoyed and angry Amber, because I think that's probably quite a scary sight. We like happy, smiley Amber, and that's the one we like having around. I'm not saying don't be here if you're annoyed or angry. Yeah, as Marit said, he effed up your fish now. You do what you want with them. Exactly. Heck, yeah, exactly. Fish Fam's got your back. He ran back to his little island, left you in the lurch. If you can make a few quid out of selling them, go for it. That's what I'd do. Anyway. I don't know whether he's petty enough to start trying to make court claims or anything, but, you know. Terrifying. Scared of the crackhead to the point of it jogging away while I was going. You don't scare me. Hello, Ames. Or Ames Mazin Spiritfish. Yeah. Fist bumps to the human fry again, Dan. Have a good one. Have fun. Don't work too hard. No, you definitely don't scare me, Amber. I'll just give you a big cuddle. That's all I'd do. I mean, one of these days, if I win the lottery and get my act together, getting my act together is probably less likely. You never know. You may be wandering down the street one day and hear, Amber! You're standing there, what the Ewok? Did I even open this back up again? Yeah, I did. You know what I'm like. I'm not going to be scared or worried about shouting something random in the street, especially somewhere where no one's ever going to see me again. I go back to again. I've got a Malaysian friend. Anytime I see him out and about in the street, I'll be shouting across the road, "Oh, you communist!" I even called him Chairman Mao once in public. That didn't go down well. He was fine with it because it was an in joke, but other people got rather upset with it. Not as bad as when he shouted out back, "Oi, you suicide bomber." That was back when I had a beard. Beard and long hair, so I did look kind of Taliban-y. Live in Florida, zero shame. Yeah, true. I mean, let's be honest. When in a different country, in a different continent, people just mention Florida, and you go, "All right, yeah, okay, fair enough." Yeah, today in Florida, yeah, okay. How weird is this going to be? How dumb is this one going to be? Yeah. Although randomly, I've now just thought about Cali, who Bucks County. I can't get away from blooming Bucks County now on the internet either. I'm not. I was watching a video yesterday, paranormal. It was Bucks County paranormal investigators. It was like, why is Bucks County paranormal stuff turning up, and English stuff don't even turn up? You fit right. Oh, bless you. You fit right in anywhere, Amber. Oh, Marit's having ideas. That's scary. Oh, pardon me. Chicken, bacon, and stuffing and monster. That's an interesting combination, along with a bit of menthol. Oh yeah, you said you said demon dogs earlier. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen Black Shark, which is a UK based kind of folklore legend. But I've seen it, and I know other people that have seen it. So it's got some real to it. On top chat, can't see it at the moment. Yeah. Thanks for the reminder. Well over halfway through, and I'm still on top chat. Never mind. We'll see if anything actually changes. Doubtful. There's about 3 million more chats come up. I heard it aren't called your name. Yeah. Well, I say it's nothing to be scared of, Ricky. They can't hurt you, really. Oh, Spring Hill Jack. Now that would be cool. No, Black Shark, otherwise known as the Black Dog of Death. It's basically a gigantic, big, shaggy black hound, size of a small pony, red eyes. Yes, saw it as a. I think it was about 11 or no, about 10. 10, maybe 11 when I saw it. Yes. But yeah, Spring Hill Jack is another good one to look into. That's very interesting. Tie-dye shirt, gym shorts, and flip-flops. That sounds pretty sexy to me, Amber. Covers up enough to be covered, but gives a good idea of what's underneath. Sounds good to me. Still don't have it now. So, yeah, think on Messenger. There is that girl chat group that I set up. I'll keep. Yeah, I've got to leave that really, just in case I don't really want to know what you two start talking about. Especially if you start talking about me, I don't want to know. Yeah, 1600s to 1980s. Yeah, exactly. You see, Aaron don't know what you look like, Amber. And, you know, yeah, beach bum's fine. Now, it's not what the clothes look like, it's what's inside them that's important. And what's even more important is what's inside the person that's inside the clothes. Trust us. You got it. Flaunt it. If you've really got it, you don't need to flaunt it because you can't hide it. There, yeah, there we go. I'm saying, you say you dress like a beach bum. Here I am sat here in cargo shorts and t-shirt. I've got my slippers on though, so I'm proper English gentleman. And my socks. But they are ankle socks, not like calf length socks. Because I'm not old in English, I'm just middle aged. So when English people get older, the socks get longer. You know, when you're really old, because the top of your trousers is up here somewhere, or the top of your shorts is up here, and then your shorts, or your socks come up over your knees and up into your shorts. That's when you're really old. Yeah, I'm in faded shorts with holes in. And there we go. Support hose. Yeah, that's the other thing as you get older. It's not the support hose you need. You need yeah, you need something to hold the girls up or the boys up. As you get older, trust me, you can sit on them. That's not pleasant. When you just go flop down into a chair without paying too much attention, and you sit on a plum, that's not a pleasant experience. Because generally you're flumping down into the chair like that because you've had enough of standing up, and you're just knackered, and you just want to go, and you go flop. And fall out of the chair, lay on the ground and cry for a little bit. I could have done it accidentally a few times in your 20s. Are you bragging, are you? It's when you swing your leg over a mountain bike and get things slightly wrong. You know, you're getting old when you sling your leg over the bike and then you have to go before you sit down just to make sure you don't. Yeah. Mind you, at least if we bend over our fish tank, we don't have anything that's going to swing forward and end up in the fish tank. Handlebars to the groin. Yeah, that's not good. Tell you what's even worse, the old rally chopper, which had the gear shifter on the crossbar. Yeah, you come sliding forwards off of that seat straight into that gear shifter. Oh, spatchcock yourself. That's not good. And if you don't know what a rally chopper is, it's an old 1970s, 80s English push bicycle. based on looking like a chopper style motorcycle. So little front wheel, big back wheel, big tall handlebars, big sort of comfy L-shaped seat, pedaling along, gear shifter in the middle of the handlebars. Oh, that was a bit squeaky. Ricky's done it every time. It does. I mean, I think the worst one I had was, as well, I say an adult, legally an adult, mentally definitely not. How best to put it? I was riding my motorcycle one day, and my motorcycle saw a group of pretty girls standing by the side of the road, looking at hunky young men on motorcycles. And the bike, it decided it was going to do a wheelie. So therefore, I had to change gears doing the wheelie. Because if you drop the clutch, it comes down. So it's like, right, I've got to change gears without using the clutch. I can do this. This is not a problem. Up 1, up 2, up 3. And on the third upshift, the clutch blew, which drops the bike down like a stone. And then you follow it and you land on the gas tank with your genitals first. Exactly why you don't film tank maintenance things. Oh, yeah, but you can stick that on OnlyFans, Amber. I'm pretty sure most of the men in the fish fan would gladly watch that. And I think most of the women of a certain shape would empathize. I mean, exactly. As I say, it's if there's something men aren't going to complain about, it's attractive women in wet tops. Right, we're not going to complain about that, okay? And any men that do, well, they need a slap. Jay's got to get off his fat butt and do something. Yeah, time to do stuff. Yeah, have a great day yourself, Jay. Mine's nearly over. We're 20 past 7 here, or 23 minutes past 7. And if we look outside, that is basically dark. That light you can see is just a reflection. But yeah, it's basically dark outside now, which is why the lights are on. And only a month or so ago, it was still bright daylight about an hour after. Oh, you go for it, Aaron. You go for it. This is probably the one fishy stream where rude jokes like that can not get you kicked. I mean, I've left me still light up north. Yeah, that is actually north that way. Pick laundry assorted pizzas to consume. You get inhaling that pizza, Lisa. And Ricky needs to get off his lazy butt and do stuff. Yeah, it's one of them days, isn't it? It must be brighter in Norway. It's always brighter in Norway. It's got merit in there. Merit's smile lights up the entire nation. Oh, God. I think I'm going to have to read that little chat going on there because I think it could be quite amusing. Although, back to the ladies doing fish tank maintenance. At least you got somewhere to store stuff. Now, if you're like trimming plants and you've got to put your scissors down somewhere, or maybe not scissors, but something like you can. us men actually have to find somewhere to put things. We can't just like store it down there. We've got a crack we can store stuff in, but you probably wouldn't want to be putting it in a fish tank afterwards. Now you've got 11 days to be out of the old place. Oh dear. No wonder you've been cracking on getting things moved out, Ricky. It's going to take a while to get the new place all set up and sorted, but you'll get there, my friend. I have faith. I'm not sure what in, but I have faith. I have faith in you. I'm not sure about what higher powers I might have faith in. Cthulhu? Moves on the smaller side, yes. Yeah, I'm not going any further than that. Yeah, well, I'm glad I can put a smile on your face, Amber. Hey, trust me, as someone who has watched a considerable amount of adult entertainment over the decades, yeah, I was going to say something along those lines, Marriott, but I thought I'd steer clear of it. Yeah, trust me, there's weirder stuff out there that men enjoy. And hey, sometimes it's not about what you can see, it's about what you can't see that's exciting. Yeah, it was an old Stephen Fry joke about the pencil challenge, where it's like, can you hold a pencil beneath your breast? And at the time, there was a famous golfer, Colin Montgomerie, who was famous for having, for a man, fairly large pendulous breasts. And Stephen Fry says, pencil, I can get Colin Montgomerie under mine. It did crack me up at the time. Yes, exactly. Store stuff. Back when I had the beard, I used to store stuff in that all the time and then forget about it. So there's more than once I've come home from work with a pen stuffed through my beard, or gone out with a screwdriver stuffed through it. Well, I mean, purely for research, Aaron, I went down that rabbit hole. Which always makes me laugh is, you know, you get the random friend requests for ladies, and it would always be a picture of some stunning woman. It's when you message them back going, why are you using, and you actually put the name of the actual porn star. Why are you using Alison Angel's picture for yours? They suddenly disappear. Test for Hoot used to be, if your chest hit the wall before your nose, you were hired. Well, yeah, things may have changed. I've not watched Hooters videos in a while. Might have to do some research. But yeah, so I think from that we safely know that Amber could have worked at Hooters if she wanted to, and Marriott and Priscilla. I think in some cases bits of you enter the room before the rest of you. And hey, not complaining. To be fair, I think I'd heard that as well, Mike. Yeah. Yeah, I'll say it was a bit of a jokey kind of thing, I think, when it originally, Hooters. Wonder how good the tips are. I don't know. Pay them a fiver and I'll probably show you their tips. Might be able to hang your coat on them. You never know. Yeah, I would think the tips are pretty good at Hooters. Yeah, exactly. There we go. I mean, I'm not going to say I want to see the pictures, but yeah, pics or it didn't happen. No, it's exactly. It's not kind of a. Is it? Well, I've not been obviously, but it's one of those. Never too old, Priscilla. Never. No. It's kind of one of those things where it struck me as more. Yes, we have pretty buxom staff, but it's kind of a joke type thing rather than a go there to look at the buxom young ladies. It's kind of more of a not like a family friendly strip club, but more as family friendly kind of atmosphere, but with something for dad to look at and get slapped from mum for looking, pretty much. Yeah, exactly. Holiday shift, $500 a night in tips. That might just be you though, Amber. And I'll bet there were people. I bet there were people turning their nose up, going, "Ooh, you work at Hooters," and you're going, "Yeah, I'm earning more than you are." As I say, it's not like you're walking around tottering about in heels and lingerie, is it? I mean, okay, it might be short, tight shorts and a tight top, but most ladies who've got the figure to get away with wearing stuff like that wear stuff like that anyway. So, just may not be in the colours that you'd choose. See you later, Ricky. Don't overdo it, my friend. I know how easy it is. Exactly. If you got it, flaunt it. And if you're not sure whether you got it and you want to, is it okay to show it? I can quite happily make judgments. If I had to start getting the mountaineering gear out, though, yeah, you're in a tank top and shorts, yeah, vest and shorts. Yeah, what's the problem with that? Don't bother me. Well, yeah, as you say, volleyball players wear so much less. I mean, to be fair, volleyball players can get away with wearing less because they got a lot less to cover up. If you know what I mean. Might go to sleep after the stream. But if you're tired, go to sleep, Aaron. If you're tired, it's normally a good clue to lay down and go to sleep. It pays well. Food service business like any other with slightly less clothing. Yeah, I say slightly. I added that. And let's be honest, food service, working in a restaurant or whatever, it's hot. They're not. I mean, okay, America is air conditioned and what have you, but anytime you've got to go backstage, as it were, to the kitchen area, it's blooming hot. So wearing shorts and a tank top is probably welcomed. Certainly more comfortable than wearing a suit or shirt and trousers, shirt and tie, and Exactly. Someone walk around with less clothes on just to get attention. Oh, I like your top. Oh, it's just something I threw on. Yeah, you nearly missed. Oh, you got a new top. Where's the rest of it? Yeah. That was one of those times when I realised I was getting old, is when I saw a pretty girl and I thought, does your mother know you're wearing that in public? It's... And I can guarantee you it's not the men that complain. You're a sex worker. Oh dear. Oh, Daddy Longlegs coming in. Suppose I better shut the door before the spiders start coming in too. This is that time of year where the spiders are horny and they're all looking for mates. Thankfully, close enough. I don't have to go too far to shut the back door. Shut that door. Yeah, here we go. Fishy stream where we're talking about hooters and people thinking you're a sex worker. But yeah, I don't have a problem. As you say, where I used to work, I'd be doing evening shifts, and they'd all come in on the way home from the pub. And yeah, I got some serious eyeballs. Oh, I was like almost embarrassed to look. So yeah, I'm not looking you in the eye. I'm looking above your eyes, because that distance I can still see the chestage. Yeah, exactly. Mind you, just think the money Amber could have made doing that. Oh dear, sorry, we're getting a bit too close to the bone. If the work's what you want to do, go for it. Learn some important life lessons. Yeah, you did. So this is it. You learn how to cope with people. It's one thing that people who don't work in retail or service don't get. If you're 10 years younger, you've got the body. Go on, Priscilla, you know you're gorgeous. Not everyone wants some skinny little rake. Most of us men prefer some curves and squidgy bits. Let's be honest, the squidgy bits are the bits we like. So don't want to be able to play glockenspiel on someone's rib cage, that's for sure. Especially with your accent, Priscilla. Same with Marriott, if But yeah, I'll say anyway. Yeah, back to some of the things that young girls are wearing these days. It might just be me becoming old, but I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, really? Are you old enough to be wearing that? Yeah, you need a bit of squidge. Snuggling up to a bag of bones ain't fun. You don't want bony bits digging in. And yes, women get better with age. Admittedly, some get sour and turn to vinegar, but that can be said for anyone, male or female. Yes. As I say, and as men get older, our tastes change as well. When we're 16, 17, 18, 20, whatever, Yeah, we might want the supermodel figure. You know, when we get older, yeah, we want someone we know can cook. And the best way of noticing that is some curves. Learn the importance of complimenting a jealous wife. Yes. Love you. Oh, yes. This is it. I suppose there's a lot of that probably goes on. So if you can connect with the wife, girlfriend, whatever over something, then it takes away reduces the fact that the husband's going to get into trouble for staring at the uniform and what might be inside of it. And I'm trying really hard not to think about it. You know, your hair is so shiny, what product? You can save your tip. Probably save the husband's tip as well, if you know what I mean. You never know who's going to be the next Lorena Bobbitt. Yes. That story scared men the world over. Probably not so much the fact that he got sewed back on and he became a porn star scared women. Girl, your hair's so shiny. See, my hair isn't. My hair's usually it's just bad as normal, falling out. But only thing that goes on here, head and shoulders. Yeah, exactly. You just say, you know, hubby's a bouncer, so yeah, he's flirting. It's part of the job, you know. I worked in a convenience store and I flirted with female customers, not the younger ones, the older ones. If you flirt with the younger ones, then you get thought you're the creepy, weird old dude. Whereas if you flirt with the older ones, then you're the charming, fun one. It also makes the hubby feel like. I suppose that's it. The men are probably going in, as I say, like family or whatever. He's like, yeah, we're going to Hooters, yeah, cock of the walk, strutting the stuff. And then you start chatting up his girlfriend. Yeah, that probably puts a crimp in his style. I wouldn't me, because I'd be thinking, ooh, threesome? Menage? Not Nikki. I'll get some Siggy papers. And this might take some standing up, because I've been sat here for an hour. Oh, cold. Oh. No, we're okay. We didn't seize up today. Oh, come here, Siggy papers. Oh, pardon me. I'm glad I didn't do that right in front of the camera. Make someone's day if they had a hard day and get a smile a week. Exactly. That's the way I see it, Priscilla. Is if I could, you know, just have a bit of a joke or just be vaguely amusing or a little bit flirty or whatever. Or even just to have a quick chat with someone. That might be their only chat they get with someone that day or that week. That can make their day. Yeah, and then they're more likely to come back and you're more likely to keep your job. Ah, hey Carl, how you diddling? I was out down your way earlier while it was absolutely hissing it down with rain. Yeah, that was a quite an impressive downpour we had this afternoon, wasn't it? So I was rip your face off with my bare teeth and wear it as a mask. Have you been listening to Alice in Chains, Amber? Drunk and dead serious. Just been out in it with the dog. Oh dear. Yeah, I can understand you being quite scary. I say you wouldn't scare me, but now it's been hubby for 21 years and he's still alive, so he must be doing something right. Or not too much wrong. I did kind of worry about his health the other week when he came home and he'd been sat at home all day and not done anything. Big floods on Nethershall Heath, that doesn't surprise me. So we went through Thetford, pets at home, and then through the town to come out the other end past Thetford Garden Centre. And yeah, the roads were flooded about 2 minutes after it started raining. And on the way back, it was 30 max on the A11. It was just, you couldn't see the road. It was a giant puddle. Glad Anthony is jealous and you can trust him. This is it, is most of us men are flirts. You know, we see an attractive woman, pretty girl, whatever you want to call it, whatever name you wish to put, we're going to look. That doesn't mean that we're like, I want that now. No, we're just like, pretty girl. That's as far as it goes in our head. Not far, I should have given you a shout. Yeah. Wooded Umber was with the lady, Carl, so. Should you kill somebody who had to? Yes, exactly. It's. Now, if you're going to be in a relationship with someone, you got to trust them. And if you find yourself needing to know where they are at all times, or they get a text, look at it, and then they smile or laugh, you need to know what it is. There's something wrong with that relationship. You know, I mean, the lock screen on my phone and tablet is a picture of Floor Jansen. When I take my actual desktop, as it were, wallpaper is one's a picture of Mary and the other's a picture of Tony the rabbit. Mary knows that that's what my lock screen photo is. She knows I've got the massive hots for Floor Jansen and Christina Hendricks as well. I mean, she bought me a notepad that's got Christina Hendricks on the cover. Right? Oh, excuse me, COVID. Yeah, you got to trust each other. I mean, if someone tries to flirt with Mary, I take it as a compliment to me. But yeah, I got good taste. Well, I know why, because you want to laugh too. Yeah, that's it. But okay, what's the joke? What's funny? I want the laughs. I want the lols. Yeah, that's one thing. But who sent you that text? How many times I've seen like the things on Facebook or YouTube or whatever, because you get the weird text videos, and stop calling this number. Stop texting my boyfriend. It turns out it's the guy's sister. Don't want a new man taking way too long to train them. Raise or train, yeah. I'm fairly warehouse trained though, so yeah. One guy did a triple take of two chubby women in yoga pants on the first date. Yeah, I mean, first date is yeah. First date is not the time. Unless you're looking at, oh Jesus Christ, the state of that. Yeah, I wouldn't be wearing yoga pants if I, or yeah, there's a reason you're going to yoga. You know, but not. Oh, oh, yeah, no, definitely not on a first date, especially not with someone as lovely as a young Amber. Yeah, it's yeah, he's an ass. Let him live on his little island in the sun with his occasional internet and occasional electricity. Hot and dry running bugs and hurricanes. Get some sights when you haven't got a gun. Yeah, when you haven't got to worry about being shot, you can get, exactly. Well worth it. Yeah. We all know our Amber can do much better. Ah, yes, you were saying about Butterbean, the poor little mangy one. As I say, sending gloved fusses. Poor little Butterbean. Bless. You're going to be the crazy fishing cat lady. And actually, I got a pick. I'll stick the pick in the girl chat later. I know it's weird. I'm in girl chat, but whatever. Call me on it. I don't care. Yeah. Something was saying in my LFS. The man don't treat you like the queen is a waste of time. Well, I try to treat Mary like my queen ish. I try and do the right things anyway. Funds are a bit lacking to be treating anyone like a queen at the moment. Apparently, single Amber finds cats, all the cats, and then keeps them. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, John is not single, and John is befriending all the neighbourhood cats and getting lots of cuddles. There's 4 cats I cuddle, another 2 that get strokes, and one that is just so scared that I'm just trying very slowly to get her to not be scared of me. I actually had an epic Ginge cuddle the other day. And Ginger actually fell asleep in my arms, which to me is a perfect big step. Up to 4 now, but nothing downright from heart disease after the breakup. I'm finding a kitten a month since. Oh. See, they know they're going to find love and affection and be taken care of. And they can probably sense that you need some loves as well. So it's working out both ways. Yeah. Nobody's perfect with the effort. Yeah, exactly. Make the effort. And as Mary said to me, no, in fact, no, we natter every day because we don't live together or whatever. And I always ask her how her day's been. Yeah. To me, that's just a thing you do. It shouldn't be like a surprising thing that you're asking how your better half's day was. To me, occasional, like, doesn't have to be massively expensive, but it's the thought that counts, as it were. Just a box of chocolates little box of chocolates or a little bunch of flowers, just because you saw them and thought about them. You know, it's if you're asked to do something, do it. If you're not been asked to do something and you're thinking, I've got nothing to do, is there any jobs that need doing? Oh, I could do the washing up or put the laundry on. Yes, that's aimed at Marriott. You know, it doesn't hurt. It's all brownie points. Take a pic with a phone and send it. Yeah. Priscilla gets plants. I get plants and kill them. You see, that's what I love about planted tanks. I don't have to remember to water them, and I don't have to remember to add fish food or plant food either, because the fish do that. All I got to remember to do is turn the lights on. Yeah, brownie points make prizes, exactly. And these ones turn themselves on automatically. So I don't even need to do that with those. Yeah. I used to be able to buy shrimp plane tickets followed by the most amazing smile on this plane. Yeah, Anthony has got a pretty epic smile. I've got to give him that. That is one of the biggest, cheesiest grins I've ever seen. I can't blame him though. He has very good reasons to have a big cheesy grin on his face. Oh, I can see me spending the next hour going through this girl chat. Unless, of course, the girls kick me out of it. But there we go. Right, so what else? Is there anything else going on? What's occurring next week? So next week is mostly, hopefully, going to be a fairly quiet week. With just water changes, filling up and starting up tanks. We may move the platelets from in there down to there once that's kind of got a bit of some kind of cycling going on. Depending on what Spotty and Bertie do, we might have to move the platelets out of there and the mullets, the baby mollies, because I'm not entirely sure, but I think over 160 fish in a breeder box is probably a bit too much. Especially if one of the other mollies decides to drop anytime soon. Nothing to move in there, nothing to move in there, nothing to move there, nothing else. Then once the remaining fish is in there, which is currently got a bit of a bacterial bloom, as I say, the pleco can go straight in and she can be cycling that tank, as it were. But once these guys have done their quarantine, which they should be okay with, the black neons and the two rummy noses, they'll go into there. Add even more stock to that tank. I mean, I'm probably going to have to start switching to twice weekly water changes, or at least filter cleans. Anything else? So get tanks set, sorted, water changes. I don't really think I've got much more to do, but you know how it is. You start a week and go, yay, I've got nothing to do. Oh, bugger. And the list grows. Probably best actually get out and start chopping some more garden down as well. But there we go. Anyway, so that's been definitely an interesting stream. Very little talk about fish. But hey, some interesting and amusing subjects. I'm going to try not to think about Amber in her Hooters uniform, or Marit in a Hooters uniform, or Priscilla in a Hooters uniform. I'm just going to try not to think about Hooters uniforms, as usual. Yeah, well, there we go. So anyway, thanks everyone for turning up and watching and taking part, and hopefully having some fun. So I'm not sure yet on this week's video. It might be the store tour that I did today, or it might be something completely random and different. But anyway, thank you all. Have a good week. Stay safe, healthy, and happy if you can. Have fun. Peace out. Rock on. Bye bye. Sunday shop do 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 do. Sunday shop do 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 do. Sunday shop do 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 do.